We survived to the weekend. Well, for me, it's the weekend. I know a lot of y'all still fucking work on Fridays. Actually, a lot of y'all fucking that work on random fucking days in the week because y'all ain't got actual set schedules. You know, I feel bad for y'all for some of y'all, anyways, because I know a lot of people don't actually like that. They'd rather have a set schedule. That way, it's set in stone. Me, I don't like it, but I need it. I hate having a set schedule because it means I have to remember when I'm going in. I have to remember, and fuck am I bad at remembering stuff. Really bad. Like, man, like, I forgot what I was doing. Yeah, no, I actually forgot where I was going with that. Like, I was going to try and be funny, and as soon as I did the voice, mind went blank, and my thoughts went to sandwich. Like, man, I could go for a quadruple decker sandwich right now. It is early. I can normally, I can. I am losing my voice. I can normally do a pretty good Matthew Lillard Shaggy imitation. Normally. Apparently a little too early right now. I haven't gotten my voice all warmed up. Home Alone till Saturday. So I'm actually feeling pretty good. Fuck, that's not good. Oh, that's not good. $4:00 in the morning, and I'm recording this because it's me, and this is the time that I choose. I decided that this is when I'm gonna do this shit. What? There were a couple of things I wanted to do today before getting started on making chicken nuggets, because I'm going to be doing homemade chicken nuggets and homemade mac and cheese for dinner. And the way I do chicken nuggets is not, I'm not using chicken breast. I'm deboning shit. Actually, some chicken breast might end up used, but it's going to mostly be like leg quarters and wings, that type of stuff, because that I think those make the best nuggets. And I don't grind it up. I just cut it up and make little nugget shapes as best I can. Nugget and tender shapes. Because that's, I've put in the effort to do proper, shred, grind, whatever it up and mash it together to make a nugget. I haven't figured out quite right. They tend to fall apart like that. So I just stick to my method. Chunk it up. Comes out pretty good still. Nice tender usually. As long as you get the right type of chicken, it won't be super dry. Like even with the breast, if you get the right chicken breast, it won't be dry. Whatever you do not use Aldi brand. All right? The Aldi brand fucking sucks. Those chicken breasts dry out so goddamn fucking badly. Like, I don't get it. You cover them, you leave them, you cook them covered. You have to cook them covered the entire time, because you remove the cover at all, they dry out. Even if there's a fuck ton of fucking liquid in the bottom, they will be dry. You have to leave them covered. And it pisses me off. So I refuse to buy chicken breast from Aldi's anymore. Fuck that shit. It might be cheap, but there's a reason for it. It ain't good chicken. Like, I don't understand why it dries out so badly. And I have to try and hurt myself with my cigarettes today, in the sense that I have to try and control it without having work to help me. You know, because at work, it's like, oh, hey, I get busy, can't really smoke a cigarette, you know, even at where I work, where, you know, our boss is really lenient, because we've proven we can do a good job even with them being lenient, because we like them being lenient. We like being able to do things the way we do them, the way, you know, it's like, hey, this is how, you know, like there are of course things that we have to do specific ways. Yes, of course, there's going to be shit at any job that you have to do very specifically. But the stuff that we are able to be like, yeah, I like doing it this way, so I'm doing it this way. It helps me to be able to do it better and faster. The boss is like, as long as you keep up the work, fine, fuck it, do it. You know, you're doing it the way you're doing good work, keeping shit clean, keeping track of shit. You do you. That is the awesome part about working at Micromatic Tool and Die Service. It is the one of two good things. The other good thing is the fucking lunches that we get when the company provides the lunch. Not very often. Special occasions, you know. Usually holidays, or if like there's some big event, like we just got approved for new jobs for a 14,000 a week order. Like every day, this job is going to be running. Like our boss was like, "Yep, all right, you guys did good. We getting hot dogs for lunch. We got a restaurant here called International House of Dogs. They got some good ass fucking hot dogs and fucking not bad prices, considering it's a restaurant, you know." The restaurant that specializes in hot dogs. Fucking, I had a chili cheese dog. $2.50 for the regular chili dog. I'm assuming adding cheese cost a little extra, but when it's $2.50 for the standard chili dog, like even $1 for adding cheese is not going to really hurt much. Like and the fries, they don't salt them, and salt doesn't really stick to them, but damn are they good. Like, you need to find a way to be able to salt them. If you can get the salt on, they go from really good to fucking goddamn is that fucking good fry. Like if they were salted beforehand, were already salted when you got them, I would compare them to McDonald's fries. I would say they're better than McDonald's fries nowadays, at least here in the States, where they fucking got rid of the goddamn beef tallow. That one irritates me still, because you can taste the difference, and then depending on which McDonald's you go to, the level of salt on your fries changes. It's no longer consistent. And I can't figure out why it changed. It's not even consistent which McDonald's restaurant doesn't salt the fries. Like, I can go to one McDonald's restaurant 2 days in a row, different times a day, and I will get different amounts of salt on my fries. Like, the fuck? at least with Wendy's, they fucking actually started to salt their fries. Well, started to salt them properly over the last, 10 years. Fucking before that, which, God, I don't know if anybody watching this is actually even old enough to remember before that. Fucking, I feel like I'm, in a bad way, I feel like Matthew McConaughey's character from Dazed and Confused when it comes to people on the internet. Like, I keep getting older. Everyone on the internet seems to stay the same age, and it's pissing me off. It's like, why am I being aged out of the internet? Like, I don't want to go to Facebook. I left Facebook for a fucking reason. I don't want to go back there. I don't. I'm not that old yet. I'm only in my 30s. I'm not 50. Don't send me back, please. Oh, I think I've lost my mind. Not only have I lost my mind, I've lost my water. I had two bottles of water. I finished one, but I can't find the other. Let's go on an adventure. Ugh. Oh, Jesus Christ. Why is age catching up? Water. Where the fuck did you go? Ah, found it. Big old bottle. It's like the size of my head. And I've disappeared. I've repaired. Huzzah! And he said, let there be light. And there was light. I like dabbling in a little bit of blasphemy, a little heresy, hearsay, a little destruction every now and again. And occasionally, just occasionally, a little baking. Oh, excuse me. I feel stupid sometimes. And again, I say stupid shit sometimes. Well, I guess. What the hell? How did I set? I don't know how I might have had my phone set up before. It's not sitting anymore. It'll bullshit. I have a little metal file. It's a cylinder with a little hook thing at the end. I brought it home on accident one day, and I've just forgotten to take it back to work. It's mine, but not like I actually really, like, the one thing I use it for, it's not even any good at doing. So, like, yeah. I mostly don't even bother with the file part of it. I use the little hook end. All I use the hook for is on my forge presses. I'll use the hook end to scrape slag from the dies that forms the flathead end of a push rod. Yep. My heat just turned off. Burr. Oh, I wish I could remember what I needed to get. Oh, I remember what I need to get from the store now. I need to get plates. That's right. So we only have one paper plate left. And we don't use our regular plates. Which that is something that, yeah. When you can't stand in one, just stand in one spot like that, like you have to for washing dishes at a regular sink, causes hemorrhoid issues. You kind of start relying on throwaway shit a lot, because otherwise you'll be suffering, and I don't feel like suffering through that much pain. I don't know if anybody else has ever had hemorrhoids where fucking you end up with a goddamn fucking pea-sized fucking thing down there. But it hurts a lot. And I've learned that I don't trust somebody with a knife when I can't see that knife. Even if they're a doctor, I don't trust them when I can't see the knife. Learned that the hard way. So yeah, if you ever end up with an issue like that, do, get it taken care of professionally, because otherwise you'll end up like me where you can't fucking goddamn stand to wash dishes for more than an hour, because otherwise, and people will be like, oh, why you? It's like, well, you gotta let stuff soak sometimes, and then as you're taking stuff out, you're putting stuff in, letting that soak, but you're still standing in one spot. And why does it take so long to do it? Well, I don't know, depending on how many dishes you got, how fucking filthy them dishes are, like what you've been cooking, because I actually like to cook for the most part. I like to cook when I have people to cook for. Cooking for myself is like, yeah, whatever, I'll just do something simple. I'll eat fucking just about anything I cook. But if I'm just cooking for me, I'm only going to cook like 5 different things. Because what's the point? I can cook those 5 things 30 different ways each. That's like 150 different recipes out of 5 things. Why would I need to do anything more complex than that? But you see, when you have company, when you got people to cook for, it's like, ooh, I can experiment with this. I can do this. Ooh, these people like that. That person likes this. I can do this with those things and that with this. It's like, it is so much more fun when there's other people to cook, when there's people to cook for. Man. I think there's a duck hiding around inside my house. There isn't. I'm just a bit gassy right now, but yeah, kind of sounds like a duck. I do a really good Donald Duck. It is a good thing you can't understand Donald Duck. Because otherwise I would do a terrible Donald Duck. I'm not even sure where that noise comes from. Where does that fucking region? I think that's coming from the back teeth. Yeah. Yeah, that is coming from right here in the mouth. In this area. Weird. I never actually stopped to pay attention to that before. Oh, what time is it? It is only 4:20. Well, you know what? I think since it is that time, I'm going to go get my little pen thing. The way I am, it's starting to sound like there's a goddamn gas leak. I mean, technically, in a way, I am. Yeah. And that is a much safer joke than what I would normally make. Oh, I'm a horrible, horrible person. My sense of humor is fucked up. Very fucked up. Jingle, 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 jingle. Yes, I hear the sassy jingle jingles. Ajou. Ajou. Oh, that's yes. You gonna say hi? Huh? You gonna say hi to the people? Say hi to the people. Say hi. Or don't. Or don't say hi to them. Just ignore them. Fine. Whatever. Whatever. You gonna up? Ow. You know, your claws are sharp still. Do you want to up? Yeah. Oh, the upping. Oh, the upping, kitten. No, you don't need to do that. After I've done a little bit of running around I need to do, I'm going to shower, okay? You don't need to clean me. I don't know why we have to go over this every single time. I don't know why we have to go over this when I'm fucking clean. You do this when I'm freshly showered. You still think I'm fucking... Why? Why, you... I really hope that the purring was able to be picked up. I really do, because otherwise that was just some awkward silence right there, with me barely on screen because I was holding the phone in a way to try and pick up the purring from Sassy. Isn't that right? Goofy girl. Yes, the goofy kitten cat. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. You know I'm not playing the video games right now, right? Yeah, I'm not playing the video games. I'm recording a video. That's why I was telling you to say hi to the people. Say hi to the people. Yeah. Yeah, thank you. See, Sassy can say hi sometimes. She just doesn't always have the one brain cell that she and her little lizard sister share. Most times, she doesn't have the brain cell. Actually, most times Lilith doesn't have the brain cell either, which makes me wonder where it is. Where's the brain cell? I think it goes between them when they're sleeping, because that's really the only time that they aren't being, little doofuses. Purr, 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 purr. I think that's going to be the end of the video, though. Oh my god. Get your other... Somebody wanted to be a big baby. Somebody thinks she's a tiny little kitten still. Even though she's not. No, you're not this tiny little kitten cat. No, you're big. You're quite big for a kitten cat. Yes, quite big for a kitten cat. Ow. Ah. That was my nipple you stood on.